Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I am going to explain how the MC34063A and MC33063A can be used to build step down, step up and voltage inverting converters. These classic switching regulator controllers include the essential control blocks inside one integrated circuit: a 1.25 volt reference, comparator, oscillator, current limiting circuit, driver, and internal bipolar switch. Their operating input voltage range is from 3 to 40 volts, and the internal switch supports up to 1.5 amps of peak current. The oscillator can operate up to approximately 100 kHz. The MC33063A supports a wider temperature range, while the MC34063A is intended for commercial temperature applications. The device has 8 pins, and each one has a specific role in the converter. Pin 1 is the internal switch collector, while pin 2 is the switch emitter. Pin 3 connects to the timing-capacitor, which controls oscillator timing. Pin 4 is ground. Pin 5 is the comparator's inverting input and receives feedback from the output voltage divider. Pin 6 is the supply input and normally connects to the converter input voltage. Pin 7 senses the voltage across the peak current resistor, and pin 8 is the driver collector. Internally, the oscillator controls the switching cycle, the comparator monitors the output, and the current limit section protects the switch from excessive peak current. This datasheet example configures the MC34063A as a step-down, or buck, converter. It reduces a 25 volt input to a regulated 5 volt output at up to 500 mA. The 0.33 ohm sense resistor sets the peak switch current limit. A 220 microhenry inductor stores and transfers energy, while the 1N5819 Schottky diode provides the current path when the internal switch turns off. The main output capacitor is 470 microfarads. Texas Instruments reports an efficiency of 83.7% and an output ripple of 120 mV peak to peak. Adding the optional 1 microhenry and 100 microfarad output filter reduces the ripple to approximately 40 mV peak to peak. In the step-up configuration, the converter raises a 12 volt input to 28 volts at approximately 175 mA. During the switch-on period, current increases through the 170 microhenry inductor, storing energy in its magnetic field. When the internal switch turns off, the inductor forces current through the 1N5819 diode and charges the 330 microfarad output capacitor to a voltage higher than the input. The 0.22 ohm sense resistor controls the peak switch current. This example achieves the highest reported efficiency of the 3 circuits, at 87.7%. The original output ripple is 400 mV peak to peak, but the optional output filter reduces it to approximately 40 mV peak to peak. The voltage inverting configuration generates a negative supply rail from a positive input. In this example, an input between 4.5 and 6 volts produces negative 12 volts at approximately 100 mA. The 88 microhenry inductor stores energy while the switch is active. When the switch turns off, the diode and capacitor arrangement transfers this energy to the output with reversed polarity. The 0.24 ohm resistor sets the peak current limit, and the main output capacitor is 1000 microfarads. This topology has lower efficiency than the buck and boost examples, reaching 62.2%. Its output ripple is 500 mV peak to peak, reduced to 70 mV with the optional filter. Output capacitor polarity must be connected correctly. A reliable design begins by defining the input voltage, output voltage, maximum load current, minimum switching frequency, and acceptable output ripple. The switch saturation voltage and diode forward voltage must also be included in the calculations. The datasheet then calculates the required on-time and off-time ratio for the selected topology. From these values, the timing capacitor is chosen. Next, the peak switch current is calculated, allowing the current sense resistor to be selected using the approximately 0.3 volt current limit threshold. The minimum inductance and output capacitor value are then determined. Finally, the feedback resistors set the regulated output voltage using the internal 1.25 volt reference. Component tolerance, capacitor ESR, and inductor saturation margin must also be considered. This comparison shows how the 3 datasheet circuits perform under their specified operating conditions. The step-up converter provides the highest efficiency at 87.7%. The step-down converter follows at 83.7%, while the inverting converter reaches 62.2%. Without additional filtering, the buck example produces 120 mV of ripple, the boost example produces 400 mV, and the inverting example produces 500 mV peak to peak. The optional LC filter significantly improves every design. Ripple falls to 40 mV for both the step-down and step-up circuits, and to 70 mV for the inverting circuit. These results show that topology, current level, component losses, and filtering all strongly affect converter performance. The recommended operating supply range is from 3 to 40 volts. However, the 40 volt values shown in the absolute maximum table are stress limits and should not be treated as normal design targets. The internal switch current rating is 1.5 amps peak, and the maximum junction temperature rating is 150 degrees Celsius. The timing capacitor controls the oscillator's on and off periods. For example, with a 1 nanofarad capacitor, the typical oscillator frequency is approximately 33 kHz. The characteristic curves also show that the bipolar switch's saturation voltage increases as current rises. This voltage drop creates conduction loss and heat. Standby current remains only a few milliamps, but actual switching losses depend on frequency, current, temperature, and circuit configuration. The internal 1.5 amp rating refers to peak switch current, not guaranteed continuous output current. For applications requiring more peak current, the controller can drive an external NPN or PNP transistor. The datasheet provides separate external switch configurations for boost, buck, and inverting converters. These arrangements move the high current switching function outside the integrated circuit, while the MC34063A continues to control timing, feedback, and current limiting. External transistor selection requires new calculations for base drive current, power dissipation, switching speed, and saturation voltage. Hard saturation can also increase transistor turn-off time, particularly at higher frequencies and temperatures. Therefore, adding an external transistor increases capability, but it does not remove the need for thermal and switching loss analysis. Good calculations cannot compensate for a poor PCB layout. The input decoupling capacitor should be placed close to the converter, with the smallest possible current loop area. The datasheet recommends a large input capacitor, typically around 1000 microfarads for these examples. The trace carrying current from the input to the switching stage should be wider and thicker than low current signal traces. The diode, inductor, and output capacitor should also remain close to the switching current path. The feedback trace must be short and rotated away from noisy switching nodes. During testing, output ripple should be measured with a short oscilloscope ground spring. Finally, check the temperatures of the IC, diode, and inductor at maximum input voltage and load. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Please share, like, and comment below. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos.